All right, this week's free stock pick from greatstockpicks.com, the symbol XL. You see it right up here in the corner. Real nice setup here. You can see it kind of broke out of a cup and handle, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And really has been hanging on ever since. And I like the fact, you had a recent high here. It looked like it trickled above that. Matter of fact, we were watching this as a potential play in our chat room on Friday. Never did really get going, but that doesn't negate the idea, okay? If it can get up above this area, really like it, and so we're calling this as if it breaks Friday's high, which would be over 23.50. You look to the left, had two equal highs here these 2 days of 23.68. So if it breaks 23.50, I'm going to be a buyer here and looking for a secondary kind of push if it can get through 23.68. We like catalysts, and in this case a break of Friday's high, which would be a break of like a week and a half or 2 weeks high. And you look to the left and you've got another catalyst just to the left, because it's pretty much blue skies after that. When I switch to weekly candles, you can see this thing certainly has some room. And you kind of have a nice little flag pattern here after a little breakout here, and it's going sideways. So you look to the left, in this area it's above all of this stuff, so it certainly has room to run. Now, going back to the daily, on any given day, it's fairly rare that this thing moves even close to $1. Nice candle here, about 70 something cents, and same deal here, about 80 cents on this day. So it's not a huge mover, but maybe even a 40-50 cent move would be a nice trade. So we'll see. Remember, if something triggers, in other words hits 23.51 in the first 5 minutes, or if it gaps above it, then we will reevaluate our entry based on intraday methods that we teach in our chat room. So for that reason, we'll send out a follow-up video on Monday night with whether we traded it and how we traded it, kind of as an after-the-fact teaching tool. Last week we sent out ATPG, and again it was above maybe this candle here, and it never really got going, but just as a kind of a follow-up here, this one still doesn't look bad, and you still kind of have a little flag pattern here, and it could still break out. Same deal if you go to the weekly on this one, where each candle represents weekly. It's got some room to move. Not as great as XL as far as the weekly chart looking at blue skies. But anyway, just want to talk a little bit about ATPG. It's still got a chance if it gets over 18. I'll be watching that one too. But I like XL a little better. We've got about 6 other stocks we're going to be watching tomorrow, as well as stuff we're going to add as the day unfolds too. But we like to send out at least one pick each week as a free weekly pick. And XL is a pretty good looking chart here. I try to wait until I find a chart with explosive potential at least before I'll send it out to our free weekly pick mailing list. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Congrats, Packers. Good game. I was really happy to see them win. I won't go into the reasons why, but it was a real nice victory there. And now I've got a food hangover, so it may be slow tomorrow morning trading. But anyway, we'll follow up tomorrow night with a video, and we'll talk to you then. Have a great night.